Hi y'all! It is day 11 of my manifestation journey to my dream body, and we are coming up on the day before the strawberry moon. So if you didn't watch my video 2 videos ago, I was going over the moon phases and how you can utilize them in your manifestation. Now, I would like to use this full moon as a practice run where I see if I give myself the whole day to truly immerse in my new realm, how close am I to my desired outcome, to my manifestation. With that being tomorrow, I wanted to kind of take today to assess where how full have I allowed my spirit and my life to be of my manifestation, because we were growing with the moon, and then once that full moon comes, it starts to release and shrink. So as we're growing, I've added all of these things into my life to open these manifestation portals and allow the manifestation that I want to be channeled into my life. So the manifestation portals that I opened, one was trying to eat really healthy. I think I have pretty much nailed that. In the past 11 days, I've had half a chocolate bar one day and a small chocolate bar another day. I feel like I had a little bit of dairy somewhere in there, and I had like a little dairy pudding cup thing, but it didn't derail me. It didn't send me for a mental loop. It didn't, I was able to find myself through that and continue to breathe life into the new self and not let the disappointment of picking a food that might not align with my dream body and not allowing that to just make me quit trying to get to the goal. So I would say 9 out of 10 for eating healthy. I've been eating tons of bananas, peanut butter, chicken, rice, trying to eat at the same times every day, which is really good for your circadian rhythm. Trying to work with my body, so when I haven't been working out as much, I would eat less, and when I've put in more work and I need more fuel, eating more. So I'm gonna give myself a 9 out of 10 on that one. Then we had the exercise portal. That one, I'm gonna give myself another 9 out of 10. I'm really proud of the commitment that I've had to working out. There's only been a few days that I didn't do the mountain and or my workouts, and those were days that I was extremely low energy, and it wouldn't have been healthy for my whole day. It would have taken out way too much energy, and I wouldn't have been able to accomplish everything I wanted, and it would have set up the next day to be worse. But even on the times where I was lower energy, I pushed myself to get further than I would have, or all the way to the top, or also to do the workout, whatever it was. If I felt myself resisting, I gave an extra push and tried a little bit harder. And I think that's all you can really ask of yourself. You're never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna climb a mountain every single day of your life, because there's gonna be little things that come up. But for example, yesterday it was pouring rain and we still pushed our way to the very top of the mountain. There were literally rivers in the streets of running water, and we walked through it and trudged on, and that spirit is what I want in my new realm. Is nothing can stop me, so it's not necessarily the soft girl aesthetic that I want to go for, but it's the strength behind the person that leads to that soft life where you don't need to worry about anything, but you don't need to worry about anything because you've set everything up for yourself, and you've got a power there, and you've got a determination, and I love that balance in a woman, when she can be extremely strong and creative and driven and ambitious, and then she can also be just soft and loungy and beautiful and the whole package. So 9 out of 10 on my exercise game. Cleanliness. I would give myself a 7 out of 10 on cleanliness over the past 11 days. I mean, listen, I've gone from just throwing my stuff around all over the place because I didn't care, to picking up after myself and like folding my clothes and all that stuff 70% of the time. I wanted to say 80, but more likely 70. Over the past like 3 or 4 days, things were accumulating, but the nice thing is they only accumulated about a quarter of the way of what they would have as my old self. Before I was kind of like, oh, I'm uncomfortable in this space now. Like, what is it? Oh, it's not clean. Okay, let me do a big clean, put everything away, and then start fresh. And now I'm putting my stuff where it's supposed to go. So I would say that that's still a good improvement, and you know what, we're not at the end of this manifestation journey yet, so I can definitely keep working on that. Which brings me to where I feel like I've done the least good job, which is making my life more like my Pinterest boards. So bringing in activities and bringing things into the house that takes it from where the old realm was and brings it to what I want my life to look like for this new realm. The reason why that's important for my dream body is because this dream body lives in this dream realm. Like, it's a 3-dimensional picture. You can't simply live exactly the way you were living in the old realm and then just have a new body. That's not how manifestation works. Everything around you has to change for the one thing that you want to come true. So I want to be part of that change and allow that change to come in and direct energy in that way to allow the universe to bring me what it is that I want. Because when you're losing weight, so like my manifestation is to lose weight, I still have to walk that physical journey, right? And in order to do that, you need to be more active, you need to move more, and you need to have beautiful things to drive you to do that so that you actually enjoy the process. So I want to allocate more energy to go for my beauty walks and to collect not just visual breadcrumbs, but actual things to bring home. Like, for example, like this shell, which is super iridescent and pretty, is from a walk from like 2 weeks ago, and I just put it on a necklace today, you know? Same with this little shell in my hair, right? So it's these little breadcrumbs that feel like my Pinterest board that I'm bringing and putting on my body, but I want to do the same thing like in my home. I tried to transform these eggshells into pottery. I found this thing on Pinterest and I thought it'd be really cool. It did not work, and I feel like that was super discouraging, and that was like, I had put a ton of energy onto the one thing, and when it didn't work, I was like, okay, not doing this anymore. But I cannot let that kind of stuff discourage me, and I need to, for this next half of the moon and the last half of my manifestation, really allow myself to immerse in the energy of my Pinterest board and transform the 9 meters around me at all times into my dream space. I did a good job with changing my sheets and stuff in my room and making my room feel a lot more princessy and mermaidy, but everything else is pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, I would say that's my least good. I maybe give myself a 4 out of 10 on that one. Yeah. And you wouldn't consider that to be the biggest of deals if you're trying to manifest, a dream body. You would think it would be more along the lines of food and exercise, which I do think are important, but those don't cue your brain. Well, they do cue your brain, but those are things that you have to decide to do. Whereas when you change the way that your physical space looks like, it's a visual cue that then prompts you to remember that you are a new person in a new space who does X, Y, and Z, eats better, works out, all that kind of stuff. So it's like this feedback loop. So I think it's super important that I start decorating my space more, and I start focusing on going to the places that feel like my Pinterest board. I have been doing that with yoga though. Every night I go and do this sunset yoga, and when the sun is like reflecting through my hair and I can see like the red tones, and like every time I like come up from like a cobra, I see like the beautiful sunset on like the pink ocean. Like that makes me feel like I've literally hopped into my dream world. And yeah, I need more of that. I need to actively seek that out throughout my whole day. That's pretty much the lens of taking stock. Tomorrow, the video might be a little bit late because essentially I want to do like a mini vlog style. So I don't actually know if I'm gonna post a full length video, or I might do a recap video the day after. But tomorrow, if you wanna see what my Strawberry Moon dry run, rehearsal, what do they call those? Dress rehearsal for, you know, 20, where are we at? If we're day 11, we've got another 17 days. Fuck math, eh? So my dress rehearsal tomorrow for 16 days after that of me in my dream life, living in my dream body. Where was I even going with that sentence? I'm gonna do it mini vlogging is all I wanted to say, so that I can give you every single little detail about what my day looks like living in that body. And yeah, if you want to see that, head over to my short section, and yeah, I'll probably do a recap of that, or how that felt and that kind of thing, and where I need to take my life from that point as I start releasing. And I'm actually so excited for the releasing part of the moon, because I feel like that's when the transformation of my actual body is going to start taking place. I've added in all those habits, and now it's time for all of that to compound, because I've lost a little bit, but I haven't seen like that like gushing release of fat and just water and just all that kind of stuff that's just gonna like totally transform me. And I think that that is coming in the next, as the moon wanes. So yes, stick around. I think things are going to start getting exciting. I think we're going to start getting close to our transformation. I think I'm like 100% positive that this is going to happen by the end of these 16 days. It's a long time, and I'm giving it my whole focus, and the universe always comes through for me. Honestly, everything I've ever wanted, pretty much, I've gotten, or I've gotten something better that I didn't even know that I wanted. But in this case, like, what could be better than having a dream body that you're just 100% comfortable in, love the way you look, want to show it off all the time, and yeah, that feeling of being at peace with yourself, you know? So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for the Strawberry Moon. I hope you guys are doing a little ritual yourself, and if not, you're getting prepared for your next full moon, because there's so much energy on those days, and you can let yourself go crazy, or you can let the crazy work for you. So I will see you tomorrow. Peace, love, and magic, guys.